Hello, everybody. So for Algebra A, you guys are going to be looking at solving one-step equations, meaning it only takes one step to complete it, when you have multiplication. So just as a reminder, I'm just going to play this game here. Let's say I had negative 10 is equal to 10 plus y. Let's say there was an addition sign in here. This 10 is with the y. I need to make it go away. So I need to undo adding 10 to the side by subtracting 10 from both sides. So I have negative 20 is equal to y. This is held by multiplication. I want to divide to undo the multiplication. And if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other side. So the question becomes, what do you divide by? Now, I want to have one y when I'm finished with the right side. Here, when you're adding and subtracting, you change the sign to make it go away. Well, why did you do that? Why did you change the sign? Well, positive 10 minus 10 is 0 plus y. So all that was left on this side was 1y. There's a 1 in front of that y, 1y, because there's 0 here. I want this to become 1y. So how do I make the 10 go away? Well, it's multiplication. Division undoes multiplication. If I change the sign like I did when it was adding or subtracting, the right side, 10 over negative 10 becomes negative 1y. I don't want negative 1y. I want positive 1y. You always will want a positive y, or a positive n, or positive whatever it is. So don't change the sign. 10 over 10 is just 1. Don't change the sign when you divide. Whatever the sign of that number is, don't change it. Because 10 over 10 is worth 1. This becomes negative 1. Whatever number is with the variable that's held by multiplication, just divide it out, whatever it is. Reduce the left side, you get negative 4 is equal to n. This piece of the fraction is worth 1 because the top is the same as the bottom. So it's just 1n. You don't change the sign when you're dividing, and whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. Whatever is held by multiplication, divide it out as is. Do not change the sign, because that fraction, when the top is the same as the bottom, is worth 1, and that's what you want, 1b, and that's negative 6. Whatever is with the variable, that's what you're going to divide to both sides. It's what's with the variable that determines what you're dividing by. Don't divide by negative 4. It's not with the variable. That's not what you want to make go away. 2. Divide by 11. Divide by 11. B is equal to 4. Okay? I'm going to divide by negative 12 because that's what's with the variable. You don't divide by the negative 36. You divide by the negative 12. It's what's with the variable that determines that. So 3 is equal to r. On all the previous ones, you could reduce the fractions. If you can't reduce, okay. Negative 18 over 7. It's done. Don't give a decimal. That's your answer. If it doesn't reduce, you're done. To type it into Delta Math, go negative 18, the backspace, or the backslash, 7. You're done. That's all you have to do. You don't have to find the division symbol. You don't have to find a fraction button in Delta Math. No. For me, it's don't shift like you do for the question mark. Okay. So question mark and slash are the same button for me on my keyboard. I have a question mark and a slash. So you shift to get the question mark, or don't shift and you get the slash. Okay. This you divide by 10. W equals. This you have to reduce. There's a 2 that will divide into both of these. 2 divides into negative 8 and gives you negative 4. 2 divides into 10 and gives you 5. So negative 4/5 would be your answer. Okay. Divide by 12, and you have to reduce. There's a 3 that will divide into both of these numbers. 3 goes into 15 5 times. 3 goes into 12 4 times. And that's your answer. The negative 8 is what's with the variable, so I need to divide out the negative 8. So n is equal to 2 negatives make a positive. Just like when you're multiplying, negative 1 times negative 8 is positive 8. Negative 1 divided by negative 8 is positive 1/8. Okay, so there's 2 assignments with this, and these are the names of the 2 assignments. You'll also have additional problems from previous sections to work on these. Okay, so watch for those. Thank you guys for your time. Have yourself a great one.